guys! Today I'll be sharing with you my recipe for beef curry and homemade naan. First we're going to start by making the green seasoning for the marination of the beef. So you can use a magic bullet or a blender, whichever you have. We're going to use half of an onion, jalapeno, freshly grown at home. So guys, a trick, if you buy green onions from the store, you don't throw it out. After, you just put the stem into water and it will continue growing. Here I have frozen garlic, cilantro, and parsley. Some water. Usually I add a bell pepper, but I don't have any at home. We're gonna add some vinegar. Mustard. Pepper. And some salt. I know everyone have a different way of making it, but this is how I make mine. And now we're gonna blend it. And now we're gonna we're gonna do a taste test to see if we need to add anything else to the green seasoning. Look at the consistency. Ooh, it smells amazing. Ooh, very spicy. It needs a little bit more salt. Now we're gonna taste it again. Perfect. I'm gonna pour it into my bottle. And you can refrigerate this for up to a month. We're gonna cut up the onions for the beef. Now we're gonna start by cutting up the beef into cubes. You can use stewing beef or chuck roast. In this case, I'm using a chuck roast. So we're gonna start the marinating by adding ground pepper, some oil, onion powder, cumin, garam masala, curry powder, coriander, cayenne pepper, paprika, garlic powder, turmeric, salt, and green seasoning. And now we're gonna mix together until combined. Cover and refrigerate to marinate for 1 hour. So while the meat is marinating, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the naan. Half a cup of lukewarm water, 3 teaspoons of yeast, and 1 teaspoon of honey. We're gonna mix, combine. We're gonna leave it aside until it rises for 10 minutes. While we're making for the yeast mix, we're gonna go ahead and put our rice on. So I have 3 cups of basmati rice that was washed and 3 cups of water because we're making it in the rice cooker. We're gonna add some salt. Taste to see if we need to add more salt. Nope, that's enough salt in it. We're gonna add some legume, some rice legume. It's just a mix of spices. Gotta just, yeah. A little bit more. You're gonna mix that. Perfect. And we're gonna add some butter. I'm gonna place it in the rice cooker. Press the rice option. Go ahead and start making the naan. So so you can knead it by hand or you can use a hand mixer. So we need 3 cups of either all-purpose flour or bread flour. One, two, we're gonna start mixing. We need 1/4 cup of oil, 1 large egg, salt, and 1/3 cup of yogurt, plain yogurt. I'm gonna continue kneading it by hand for a few minutes. By hand. So this is what it's looking like. Now we're gonna transfer it to my oiled bowl. We're gonna cover and put it in a warm place for an hour or an hour and a half until it doubles in size. We're gonna start by browning the curry. So we're gonna add some oil, curry powder. You have to be very careful not to burn the curry. Mix. We're gonna add our beef, our marinated beef. And we're gonna let it brown and get the color for at least 10 minutes. But you have to keep mixing it. You turn the stove on low. Now we're gonna add some water. One can of diced tomato. And 1 can of coconut milk. So now that the dough has rised, we're gonna go ahead and roll it out. So this your dough should look like this, should be doubled in size. I'm gonna add some flour to the surface. We're gonna take the dough out onto the floured surface. So we're gonna make this into 6 balls. Or you can make it smaller depending on if you want to have a big naan or a small naan. So we're gonna roll it into some balls. Out with a rolling pin. Guys, look at this rolling pin that I got for Christmas. Isn't she beautiful? I'm gonna be using this one. I don't know what it's gonna look like because we're gonna fry it, but Just looking at the patterns that it's making, it's beautiful. We're gonna heat up the pan to fry the naans. If you don't have a flat pan, you can also use a frying pan. Base it with some oil. We're gonna add the naan dough. We're gonna baste this in oil. It's time to flip. And you have a nice brown crust on the other side. This is beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.